Hello, and welcome to my stream today, where I am returning to Girls Frontline yet again, after I skipped last week's Girls Frontline, and also skipped yesterday's Yakuza stream, because I totally planned on doing that, and it wasn't an accident at all. Today, we will be jumping into the Polarized Light event after we finished Chapter 12E last time we played. I was about to say last week, but that would have been a lie. So, 12E is done. Polarized Light is quite the fun event, is what I would say if Polarized Light was quite the fun event. Now, it does have a lot of good parts about it. Mainly, the story is actually quite, really, really good. Starting off exactly where we left off with 12E, the train that we're taking into the Paldisky submarine base. Now, it is, however, also a very, very difficult event. And, don't know why they did this, but, I think I remember there not being difficulty settings for these. So a lot of them, like, at the start they're still quite alright, but near the end, the maps get, oh, never mind. What's their difficulty setting and I'm just not seeing it? I guess I'm just not seeing it right now. Somehow. Very weird. Can last man surviving in hell be declared victorious? Yes. It's a shallow victory, but yes. So, a lamp starter. The first bit of story of this event. In the train's command room, we finished declaring... Hi, Soma. Fucking nerd. How are you doing? We finished decelerating and our scans in each direction are complete. No enemy signals detected. Commander, per your request, we've stopped 5 kilometers from the quarantine wall. Are you sure you want to stop here? Yes, because this is a choke point. To the north is Lahapir Bay and Lake Kluger is due south. We'll only need to defend the 2.5 kilometer front. Perhaps we can move a little closer to the quarantine wall? No. If we get any closer to the base, the defense systems might open fire on us. Doing good, but you're baffled by hunts. It's not an easy game. I'm doing alright, actually. Yesterday I was so tired I just had to take the day off and sleep. But today, I'm doing alright. So here I am. Just killed the person 4 times. It does happen. If they just keep getting up, keep shooting them. But didn't Task Force Defy just send us a message saying they had a passage under control? What if it's an enemy trap? Can we really trust strangers who claim to be from Defy? You're right. Treat everyone and everything as potentially hostile until we've verified the situation. Calibrate the train's cannons as planned. Keep them charged and loaded. After that, disperse the echelons to the front, left and right of the train, and begin erecting cover where the terrain is favourable. Place the Hawks in the middle of the formation to ensure they can cover the whole of the defensive line. Finally, give all echelons full supplies of ammunition. Understood. Are we preparing to intercept the military here? I'm simply waiting for orders. Surely you don't think that those old folks are planning to have us take the strategic naval base by ourselves, Callan? What do you mean? An urgent message comes over the communicator. I'm talking about this. Commander, it seems you've arrived at Poldisky. Yes, and having paid a very high price. So, are you ready to begin the operation? Before we start, can you tell me the truth? Oh, I seem to recall clearly outlining your goals to you before. The events in Talon, the strange allocation of the military's forces, and the signs of normal movements from SF, none of them sound like the sort of thing a PMC should be handling. Indeed. Still, Griffin should have become used to handling such things long ago, am I right? If you only need us to serve as cannon fodder, then why don't we stop here and block the military while the State X forces handle things in the base? You mean those Vimple troops that only know how to look at the scenery? Those old rogue... That old rogue told you too much. Sometimes knowing that too much isn't a good thing. However, I like the way you ponder everything deeply. My dolls have been unable to perform real-time backups ever since we left Griffin-controlled territory. And unlike T-Dolls, the human employees of Griffin and my logistics officer don't even have the chance to back up at all. Even if Griffin is moved around on the board like chess piece, I can't let them go onto their deaths without knowing the reason for it. Of course, of course. I wouldn't need you if it was just a matter of collecting some abandoned inventory from an abandoned base, Commander. As a reward, I'll tell you something else. Strategic bombers from the 22nd Guards Heavy Bomber Aviation Division have taken off from Ingalls Air Force Base. If anything happens, they'll bomb the base flat. What? It's time to close the nets, and the moment we lay all our cards on the table is at hand. So with the baits, that's going to lure the military units into the kill zone. No. I'm guessing the bigwigs in Moscow don't really want to drop the bombs. After all, that base is something in it that's far more valuable than a few rogue battalions. The Pike Note. Is this related to the butterfly incident? Very smart. I'm pretty sure Angie told you that a lot too. This operation is the denouement of to the butterfly incident, for state's sake, for the military, and of course, for William. However, it isn't just the Pike Note. I've been doing some thinking myself about the objective of Operation Butterfly, and now I'm beginning to connect the dots. I've also managed to collect the missing pieces from you and Persica. Don't worry, Persica's in a safe place now. She'll tell you the truth that she knows from over there. On your ends, you have M4A1, who can resonate with OJS system, the Isoma that she brought over to her site, and Lyco's most perfect and most lethal creation, Eliza. It seems all the actors are gathered. I do wonder, is everything playing out according to William's plan? If you've already guessed that this was William's plan, then why did you send us here? Because this is our only chance to attain victory. Our only chance? I once told you that there used to be a Pike Note here, and that note was the one that was sent to the Sangvis plan where Lyco was, where it triggered the butterfly incident before you finally recovered it in Belgrade. This base was originally one of the strategic ports for the Baltic Fleet's submarine forces, and it once stored all the Pike units, prepared for the Baltic Fleet in the event of World War III. However, the true danger of this base is not the Pikes, but a certain facility at the bottom of the base, what we know as the Starfish. The Pikes are to be activated by a signal from the relics themselves. Thus, in order to remotely activate these weapons, the old Soviet Union set up an OJS network to transmit a ternary signal from the Tabaza B relic. Yes, Starfish. We are collecting Pike notes that are related to Starfish. Don't ask me why they named it that way, they just did. I wouldn't know. Maybe because it's got 5 arms, many things to... I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here myself, buddy. Have you seen military code names? They're sometimes the strangest fucking thing. The Starfish system relays the relic signal, activates and controls the Pikes, and gives them operational orders. At least they aren't calling it chocolates. Really now? We have reason to believe that the old Soviet-era Starfish systems within the depths of the base contain several layers which are still functional. Or servers. This is why the military is so desperate to get into this base, and the reason why William placed his research lab here. Originally, the 3 gates sealing off the Starfish installation should have been unopenable. Everyone had a tactic understanding that we would no longer come into contact with anything that had to do with the relics. However, it's obvious that the situation has changed. Said yourself the military code names are fucking... They are. They really are. I can't quite remember many of them right now, but yeah. I mean... there's many. So you mean they want to activate the Starfish system? But the Pike Note were all shipped out from there. Why didn't the military just activate them directly? I would not put Starfish past the US Navy, for example. God fucking damn it. Because the entire Starfish system was sealed away indefinitely in the compliance of the Relic Arms Reduction Treaty in 1981. If it wasn't for Operation Sparkplug back in the day, Carter wouldn't even have known that the Starfish could be activated in the first place, let alone that Moscow would have authorized it. If Carter gains activation access, the Starfish service will be enough to activate the entire OJS network, and this network connects the largest relic facility within the Soviet Union, the Tabaza B support system. So the ultimate objective is activating the relics, huh? No, from what I know, that's impossible. The recovery of the Pike node by StateSec means they didn't obtain the codes from it, which would allow them to directly control the relic-related systems. What they're doing is more of a form of protest, to ruin our government's diplomatic relationship with Western Europe, as well as wrecking that international union plan that's been put forward. Thanks to your repeated efforts, those bastards' plans have failed again and again, which is why they've been forced to take such desperate measures to achieve their unspeakable aims. Are you sure it can't be activated? I just told you, the Starfish only connects to the part of the OGS network that handled Pike weapons control. The only link to the relics is the fact that they're all on the same OGS network. Still, no matter what, their haste to get into the Baldiski indicates that they've obtained authorization to activate the Starfish, which also indicates that someone has activated the Starfish mainframe in Moscow. This isn't something a few generals can do. Someone high up in the People's Committee is willing to take the risk to do something like this. It's clear that the political situation in the Kremlin has deteriorated into a powder keg. While tensions are already running high in the air back there, the series of events in Belgrade were the last straw that broke the camel's back. Is there any indication what the Starfish system does? Yes! Because you have no idea. I mean, it's been talked about just now. However, it's a lot of information being dropped right now. The Starfish system... Sorry, I had to stretch. The Starfish system is the control system for a weapon series called the Pike nodes. Pike nodes will be later revealed to be essentially massive dirty bombs. Like the stuff that sets off the radiation that turns people into these weird-ass zombies. Unless I'm getting stuff mixed up right now. Hang on. It definitely is a weapon control system. So, we cooking with atoms? Sort of, kind of. This game has a very specific stuff that's called collapse fluid. Yes, you're right, Bakasura. That is wild. It's not normal nuclear bombs. It's arguably it's turbo nukes. It's turbo nukes. Yes. It's a nuclear bomb that has the same devastating power as a nuclear bomb. However, the radiation, instead of slowly over the years or weeks, turning people into, well, people with radiation sickness, it instead creates collapse fluid radiation, which turns people into zombies within minutes. And not the fun zombies, but the skin rotting of your flesh zombies. Turbo nukes are the cardium nukes from... Yes. I guess. I'm guessing it'll only be a matter of time before the situation completely breaks down. Featuring Uranium-2 Electric Boogaloo, yes. Why are there always people who hate peace so much? Peace is a relative concept. Thus, we are going to prove that they plan to activate the Starfish and then stop them at the same time. Collapse fluid is the... It's a hypothetical material that is highly reactive to be explosive, however, at the same time releasing a radiation that turns people into mindless zombies wandering the earth. It's something that IRL doesn't exist, obviously. In this game, it's pretty fucking bad. It's liquid uranium squared. Essentially. To counter Bakasura's claim. Zombie uranium. Liquid zombie uranium. If StateSec isn't up for this game, the members of the opposition won't have an excuse to hide behind, and maybe our big shots can take them down bloodlessly. Of course, Zelensky has also considered the eventuality of a failure, and so StateSec's Vimpel forces and the Air Force's strategic bombers are all standing by. Fairly certain cordium is stored in liquid form. don't remember anything about that being mentioned, but maybe. Under no circumstances is Starfish to be activated. If anything goes wrong, this base will be reduced to dust. Naturally, I don't have a wish for that to happen, because it means both sides have played their whole cards by doing so. The use of force breeds hatred, which will lead to an intense clash between both sides, and civil war will be unavoidable. Civil war. Will those people from the military give up even if StateSec doesn't show up? We intend to play the role of a neutral party, so our stance will be very important. Of course, the Zelensky is not going to go easy on an enemy who remains obstinate. The moment the military enters the base, we'll begin seizing the traitors. Of course, they're not just going to wait for us to get them. They will resist with all their might, and so we need time to do our job. Therefore, please remember, Commander, you and your Dark Force's mission is to cut the fuse. Victory in this operation will be our only chance to keep the peace. The mission where your bomber refinery treats it kind of like how Tiberium is refined in CNC3. I guess, maybe? Are you happy with that answer, my dear Commander? You seem to have given us a lovely cover for this operation. Indeed. You have a bright, shiny reason to do it, but whether or not you believe me is up to you. Just saw something that it's 80%. Radio Commander on stream. I think that's a perfect game for you. Let me quickly check it out, because I have Steam open on my side. It's a shitload of pipes and they talk about cordium tanks. I guess. It could also just be a part of, you know, the same way as other metals, melting it and then putting it into bars, but I don't know. Radio Commander. What is this? It's a game where you don't see your enemy units and have to conduct the entire mission just over radio chatter. That seems like an interesting concept, and I'll have to check it out. I'll think about it. I do see that it seemingly has mixed reviews. I'll probably play it. Units will tell you where and what they, where they and what, if any, contacts they have. Okay. Seems interesting. I mean, I do really like military stuff. So, yeah. So usually the tech is what really gets me. I kind of want to replay the Command & Conquer games. Again. But it would be the third time that I do it on stream. You want to test first, you can stream it for you. I mean, well, I'll see. I mean, first of all, I'm gonna put it on my wish list and then see. It's Vietnam tech because you're a commander in the Vietnam War. I get it. I understand. But that's not exactly what I meant. As for Operation Butterfly, well, they were right. I can't believe the flapping of a butterfly by the Black Sea led to such a huge storm. But everything must eventually come to an end, and it's time to wake from that nightmare. Take control of Podilsky submarine base, draw the military in there and seize them, until their high-ups are captured. That's not what I mean, Summer. Like, I am totally interested, it's just, like, I don't know how long the game is. I just recently started another game. I don't know for just how long the Gulf Frontline will continue going, because I don't know how long the events that I haven't played are, because guess what? I didn't play them. I know this one is really long. Don't know how long Chapter 13 will take me either. And I don't have that many single-player days now anymore. I have Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And Thursdays are a bit weird because they're not really single-player days. I kind of play games with Ask. It was originally intended that we play Elden Ring, but then Battle Pass and Armored Warfare happened, and we kind of enjoyed ourselves there. I think it's very maybe, but maybe it doesn't ours. I'll look into it. Remember, you must not allow them to activate the Starfish. That is your real mission. I won't let them have their way. I'm counting on you, Commander. I look forward to meeting you again after you return. Javier ends the call. I might have said as much, but is there really no way to activate the relic? I'm sure William must know of him and Dandelion, so is there really no other objective behind luring Griffin over? Propagation. After the conversation with Javier is over, the commander returns to the train's command room. What did Mr. Javier say? You won't want to know, but he managed to convince me. Okay, so probably like 4 to 5 streams. I can maybe shove that in somewhere. Let's begin the operation. Will we be heading into the base now? No. We don't know what's going on inside the base, and we'll be finished if we barge in thoughtlessly and end up caught in a pincer attack. We'll verify our next destination before moving on. Our 4-4 and the AR team are ready to move out. They finished resupplying. Good. Put me through to them. Kaline establishes the connection and gives the commander a thumbs up. AR team, squad 4-4, can you hear me? Loud and clear, Commander. I read you. Our train has arrived. I've already sent you the battle plan, 3 different backup plans, and the holographic map which Dandelion provided. Our ultimate objective is to seize the base, and in order to take control of the base, we will need to enter from the outskirts. Right now, I'm not sure what the situation is inside the base, and we can't let our main force enter the range of its defensive systems. First, we need to link up with the members of the FI and find a way to open the barrier gate. Then we'll need to ensure we have control of the gate and that it is safe. At the same time, we'll be scouting out the current status of the coastal defense artillery. Our main goal there is to take control of the shore guns, so they can provide fire support for our forces. If we cannot take them, then the backup plan is to destroy them, and ensure the coastal artillery cannot fire on our forces. How will we deal with the pursuing military? All of Griffin forces except you will be forming a defensive line here. According to our previous simulations, we should be able to hold out for half an hour if the military launches an all-out attack. In other words, that's your operational time limit. Half an hour. That's really cutting it close. The barrier gate leading to the submarine base is behind us. Since we can't conduct mobile warfare, all we can do now is hold the line. And believe me, half an hour is a pretty optimistic estimate. Then how will you divide our forces? I recommend that the AR team take the coastal artillery. If there are enemy forces at the base, then the guns will be defended. Even if nobody's manning them, the military will surely have the same idea as us and is seeking to secure their heavy firepower. With that in mind, the AR team's superior ability in cracking strongpoints will be more useful there. I think so too. The members of Squad 4-4 are all skilled in infiltration and electronic warfare. If there are enemies at the quarantine wall, I think we won't want to raise the alarm too soon. What do you think, UMP? I'm more than happy to take on the easier mission, but I hope the members of the AR team don't mess up on their ends. In particular, Miss Dandelion over there. Thank you for the reminder, UMP-45. Also, you listened to M4's story with such obvious relish, but I might remind you that the story isn't exactly relevant to you. Hello, Terry. Take care and enjoy yourself. What are you getting at? What once happened to Lunasia might happen to you at the origin of the Pike Core. Take care that you don't drown in the memories of your base layer. You don't have someone in your neurocloud who can save you the way I saved Lunasia. After all, your little friend is just too weak, unlike myself. The network consciousness in that base is much stronger than the one in Talon. I hope you're prepared to leave the labyrinth by yourself. That's enough, Dandelion. I'm sorry, 45. I'll keep on a tight leash. Please don't take it to heart. Also, I recommend that you disallow me from taking part in the Coastal Defense Artillery capture operation. Why? I thought you wanted to plaster yourself to M4. Please do not phrase it in such undignified terms. If your train is taken by the military, there will be no way to continue this operation. In addition, the military will surely assault our defensive line with ferocious fire upon mechanized units. Even if we only have to defend a front line that's 2.5 kilometers long, it will still be a tremendously difficult task given Griffin's present strength. I'm pretty sure they exaggerated Bakasura. Don't worry about it. What do you suggest? I will stay here to provide support for the Xenon network and strengthen the Doll's combat processing abilities, as well as accepting the neuroclouds of the fallen Dolls. I can also attempt to hack any military autonomous units that come our way. If we can turn them to our side, it will greatly reduce the pressure on the front lines. And Thor, what do you think? I believe I have no reason to refuse. While you are carrying out the operation, I will still be linked to your neuroclouds, and I will share all my thoughts with you, M4. As for you, Miss 45, I can provide support to your neuroclouds base layer as well, if you're willing to grant me access to it. Thanks for your concern, but it won't be necessary. I know that she games, does that count? She also watches horror movies, but I don't think that counts either. It's decided then. Dandelion will stay on the armored train to support the defense line against the military, while the other teams carry out their respective missions. One thing I should add, after you complete your missions, the rest of the dots in this train will pass through the quarantine wall and into the base. On the other hand, it will allow us to occupy a better defensive position. On the one hand, it will allow us to occupy a better defensive position. On the other hand, we need to lure the military into the base. The sooner you finish your mission, the sooner we can get out of the kill zone. Received. Roger. Without further ado, the air team will be heading out. End transmission. Squad 4-4 is moving off to 45 out. Commander, both teams are getting ready to move out. Since both objectives are quite a distance away from us, I've assigned them the still functional vehicles to aboard the armor train. If they don't run into any resistance, they should reach their destinations in about 10 minutes' time. If they don't meet resistance. We've got better odds of winning the grand prize in the state lottery. How's the force disposition? All echelons are in position. They're building a fortification and distribution ammunition. That ought to take another 5 minutes or so. However, the enemy armor trains have pulled out of Talon during our journey here. Which means a time difference of exactly 5 minutes. Yes, our forces can only build simple defenses, and we can take cover behind some hillocks near the bay. But all we have by the lake are a bunch of old houses. One round of bombardment, and they'll be useless as cover. I understand. Have the dolls dig in as deeply as possible. The military is going to take advantage of the superior firepower, but we need to buy as much time for those two teams as possible. Have a mine-layer drone's carpet domain approach to the defensive line, so we can station fewer echelons there. After that, rig the railway line with explosives. That ought to keep the train stopped outside for a little longer. The enemy is going to try and break through our flanks, and we don't have enough dolls to mount the defense in depth. If they hit the train from behind, it's check and mate for us. Keep our most potent echelons on the flanks, and make sure they have fallback points and decoy positions. How many backup echelons do we have? We have 5 more, but they don't have the full complement of dummies. Our repair base can't fix that many damaged dolls so soon. About 100 dolls or so. Have them prepared to plug any breaches. Issue a top priority order to each echelon. They are not to let the military through until the other two teams complete their mission. However, make sure they're ready to retreat at any time. They are to withdraw to the train the moment when we give the word. Commander, I still think we should withdraw to the quarantine wall to mount our defense. We'll take heavy losses if we set up in open terrain. What if there's an ambush at the walls? We have 5 minutes of reaction time. If there are enemies at the walls, are you confident that we can take control of the walls in that time? K and NG haven't replied ever since they snuck into the base, and I'm very worried about that situation. It's not my intent to have us set up in the open to get beaten up for nothing. Right now, we need to wait and endure. I know this is a gamble, but it's the only option we have. After that, we pray to those two teams will give us good news. I understand, Commander. I'm issuing each echelon their respective tasks now. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I hope you can forgive me. Right now, we've got no way out. We need to win, no matter how great the cost. Bit of a strategic shit creek to Cardle to... Yeah. I mean, we have a decent amount of support. However, a decent amount of support is not enough support. Propagation 2. A very simple map. Just some military scouting forces, you know? Just some light units. Honestly, there isn't really a reason for me to actually play this map. But fuck it, I'll do it anyway. Yep, yep. Have a good food. A decent amount of fine to see how many has. That's in a decent amount of. Yeah, that's exactly the issue here, isn't it? Unfortunately, we are up against military-style forces, and we are not military-style forces. We're just a small PMC in comparison. You'll attack this, and you'll attack this, and that'll be it. Now, the first few maps of this event are not very difficult. I do remember, though, that some of the later ones are quite a tactical nightmare. Also, this event is a bit text-heavy. Even in comparison to other events, there is a lot of text. Ta-da! Mission complete. Not even the fun kind of PMC where you just provide stupid levels of air superiority for an actual army, but then, yeah. Essentially. Critical angle. Number 1. In Squad 4 Force Prep Room. Gear check, ladies. Load up on ammo and prepare to move out. What's wrong? Something seems to be eating at you. You're not your usual confident self. I'm sure even 45 would get nervous knowing that the fate of so many dolls rests in our hands. Do dolls get nervous? Look at G11, she's so nervous she can barely stand, right? Can I not go? It totally sounds like a suicide mission. You're going even if it's suicide. Besides, it's not like you can live by yourself without me. You need to set up your flight so you can replay. I want to sometimes I feel like setting up my VR setup again. Also, the urge to buy a racing setup. The urge to buy a racing setup. Wish you had actually room to use your VR setup. Well, I don't know how big your room is, but for most games you can get away with quite a small space. Well, if I can't live by myself, I'll just join Griffin. All I need is a corner for me to sleep in. Fucking tiny. Well, my play space was like 2.5 by 3 meters. It's not very big. And currently it's littered with airsoft rifles. Which I still haven't packed away again. Oh, you wish. Now get up. Still, are you really okay, 45? Something does feel different about you. Can't even play H3VR without any hands and stuff. That's a pain, then. She must have seen something she shouldn't have in M4 and then Lions and Clouds. Hey, 45, I just told you. It doesn't matter what your goal is. Look around at your friends first before doing it. Surely your Neurocloud isn't as low as on memory as G11's. I don't need you to lecture me. Before spotting all that nonsense, have you finished seeking the operational route on the map? You mean the revolver quick draw game? All okay, 45. We'll drive straight to an event under the quarantine wall, then into the air ducts and follow it along the inside of the wall to the Defy members' last known position. If there really are friendlies there, we'll enter the control room of the barrier gate and, after contacting them, then use the activation access they were talking about to open the gate and let the commander in. We basically have to look... Yeah, I get it. Make it sound so easy. That's assuming we don't run into any enemies. If the signal is a trap, there's a very high chance we'll get shot full of holes. If it's not so bad if it's all friends from SF, but if we end up getting jumped by Paradeus, you can just start working your last words at that point. Can't we discuss this? Could I just wait on the train and go over after you make sure it's safe? Gee, that was literally you again. The funniest thing is that, combat-wise, she's arguably the strongest part of the squad. She's just lazy. Wants to sleep. Sleep will be pop. Any more of this nonsense out of you, and I'll tie you to my gun and use you as a shield. Right, there's no point worrying about that. We need to deal with the gate ASAP before the commander and the others end up drowning in shellfire. After that, we'll just have to hope the AR team is as reliable as we are. The fighting for the Shoguns is going to be really intense. Can they really handle it? In any case, it's not something we should be worrying about. If everyone's ready, we're heading out. You're tired, fuck too, but you get shit done like nobody's business at work. It's... Critical angle 2. Oh, you're right. That's how the difficulty works in this event. There's a base difficulty, which is technically the easy mode map. And then there's the same mission, but difficult. In other words, G11 is literally you. Are you a girl, though? And more importantly, are you an android? Huh? That. Now this map is, if I remember correctly, destroy a maximum of 3 enemy units and something special happens on the random node. A maximum of 3. How the fuck? You wouldn't know, because you know the way, because you had to catch the last train home last April. I guess. It doesn't actually matter either. I would be rather confused and surprised if you were an android. So that would matter, to an extent. But I doubt it. A maximum of 3 enemies. Prefer being a cyborg anyway. A maximum of 3. How am I going to do that? First of all, I'm going to spawn another unit. Never mind. I won't. Actually, no, I will. Prefer being a cyborg anyway. I read that already. I'm stupid. Let's see when and how the enemy moves. There we go. We have a way to only kill 3 enemies and march straight into the control point. That works. Ding. And even on that front, your outlook has been changed so a lot of over the last decade or so. I mean, I'd rather be a human. I'd also rather not be, but hey, fine. Partly because of games like Soma. That game has a storyline, man. Are you real or are you the fake? You never know. That ending is a bit funky. Oh, you know you are the fake. What did you do with the original? Huh? Huh? Very good. He's fine, I promise. Yeah, sure. This is a fucking Nier Automata storyline where they're actually dead. Actually, I have no idea what that is with the... well, whatever. Anyway, Critical Angle 3 story. Outside the quarantine wall. We're at the wall, everyone out. And here I thought we'd have to dodge bullets and shells on the way in. Isn't that a good thing? I mean, if we started off that way, it really would be easy to end up with a crappy ending where the car blows up and everyone dies. Don't say scary things like that! The defense systems didn't open fire on us. Doesn't quite fit the information we were given. Check the perimeter. See if there are any enemies hiding here. I'm scanning now. Haven't picked up anything suspicious yet. Good. According to the map annotations, there ought to be a sewer exit we can take to get inside the walls. I found it. It's covered by a folding type shutter. Should we blow it open? We have no idea what's going to happen next, so we need to make sparing use of our valuable items like explosives. However, I can crack an electronically controlled shutter of that level. You can do that, right, Nine? Leave it to me, 45. Blech, this place stinks. Are we really going in there? Bear with it. It'll only get worse once we actually go inside. Distant explosions go off, one after the other. Did you hear that? That was cannon fire. Looks like the fighting's already started in the commander's end. The military's moving faster than expected. Are you done yet, 9? I'm looking for the unlocking nodes. No, but for real, used to be a bought me up Johnny, but at best you replace Lex at this point. Yeah. Honestly, there's many things I'd do. Becoming a robot is probably not one of them. Yeah. There are 2 control ports which need cracking. Give me a hand over there, 45. Apart for very soppy romantic reasons. I guess. Whatever will I do with you? I'm going into... After they entered the quarantine wall through the sewer. I knew it would smell bad, but I didn't expect it to smell this bad. Just do what G11 did and switch off your smell modules. As if I'd learned from a good-for-nothing like that. Real degenerate stuff like hand-holding. No, I get you. I really do. Don't worry. I'm a sentimental idiot, so, Quiet, everyone. I picked something irregular inside the passage. Enemies? No, there's no signal reaction. It's probably... the remains from SF and Paradise. Vault 16 leaps out of the tunnel and lands inside a room. There are traces everywhere of a firefight between SF and Paradise. Looks like they fought over the wall too. Oh dear, I can't believe there are so many corpses here. Judging by the state of these bodies, it must have happened quite a while ago. Looks like Dandelion was partially right. SF probably tried to take control of the base before we arrived. So this base is under Sanguis control now. They probably haven't gained full control access over the base. Otherwise, there's no way they would leave a place as important as the quarantine wall's main gate undefended. So you're saying the commander still has a chance? That's only if we can open the gate before the commander's wiped out by the military. Plus, we have to make sure there are no other threats on the ground. Speaking of which, can you verify the Defy's previous coordinates? I can pinpoint them. Should I try to contact them? We can't risk exposing ourselves like that. First, we need to make sure that Defy really is at the coordinates they gave us. Come with me to check it out, 416. 9, G11, you two guard this passage. If anything dangerous happens, we'll withdraw through it. Leave it to me. Happy now, G11? I'm overjoyed. After that, close your Xenon protocol interfaces and switch to verbal communication. If need be, use radio. 45 suddenly stops in her tracks. Huh? What's wrong, 45? I'm picking up some interference. Another false connection. I felt something like this in Talon. I'm going to take precautions just in case. This might be the reason why the Defy can't transmit to us, or it might be the part of an enemy trap. In any case, send a burst message to the commander and the AR team. We won't make any connections until we reach the quarantine wall control room. Right, sending. That said, getting the sensation means we're in the right place. You're just asking for it. Let's hurry up to the coordinates. Indeed. Captain Obvious. Shortly before. I'm at the place you were talking about. What now? She's gone. What do you mean? Who's gone? Where'd they go? Mastermind relinquished their commands. Don't you understand what that means? To her, we're nothing more than disposable pawns. And now it's time to take out the trash. What are you talking about? A burst of intense gunfire rings out from Dreamer's end, and the transmission cuts off. Dreamer, answer me! The sound of an orderly footsteps comes from the place not far off. Who's that? Is it you, Dreamer? No, wait. The signal IFF reads. As dust clears before, the girl's nearly identical faces come into view. Paradeus, what are you doing here? You should have all been locked inside. Damn it, so you're trying to walk all over me? Let me warn you, I'm not the one to be bullied. The Knights disregard the Destroyer's angry protests. They merely approach her in complete silence. What? Are you looking down on me? Move to attack formation and fire. The Knights dodge the barrage of shots with swift movements, even as they close the distance to the SF forces with incredible speed. Switch to defensive formation. Pull away from them. Fall back, fall back. The Knights rip through the Sanguis forces like a streak of lightning. Retreat, retreat, retreat with me! However, most of the Sanguis units have already been hacked. The Neuroclouds are thrown into disarray, and they are unable to comply. All they can do is scatter in all directions. As she watches more and more Sanguis units being torn apart before her eyes, the only thing Destroyer can do is protect herself. Damn it, damn it, damn it! All remaining SF forces, follow me and withdraw! With the last few Sanguis forces in tow, Destroyer breaks into a mad sprint towards the shore gun emplacements. Yep, we'll even get some look backs at what happened with SF in this event. And honestly, a lot of it is really good. A lot of it is really, really good. However, as I said, this event is extremely story heavy. So there'll be a lot of reading and a lot of talking. Refraction point. Now for the squad, AR squad perspective. In the AR team's prep room. The commander's handed down our orders. Our mission is to seize the coastal defense artillery and provide fire support for the defending Griffin forces. Are you ready to move out? Of course. Time to let those green bastards have a taste of fear. Let's blow them all to kingdom come. Don't be too optimistic. We're probably going to run into massive resistance en route to our objective. Also, the military might send out fast-moving units to waylay us. And in the worst-case scenario, defenders manning the guns and the pursuit force will be attacking us at the same time. No matter how many simulations I run, the worst-case scenario is still the most likely scenario. That's why speed is paramount. We'll enter the base through a breach in the northwest section of the quarantine wall, pass through the wind power generation district, and into the bunker complex there. The server hub for the Shoguns and automated systems is probably among these bunkers. Dandelion will use his superior hacking abilities to find the hub and subvert it. Dandelion? Isn't she staying on the train? I will provide electronic support through my connection with Lenasia. I can do something as simple as that, even if I'm not beside her. Can we really rely on her? I've shown my abilities and talent. If any of you think you're better suited for hacking than I am, you're more than welcome to take my place. Ahem. I've synced the routes to everyone. Hopefully our way there will be smooth sailing. Before that, do your best to cut down on travel time while driving. Sop, you'll be the roof gunner. Don't scrimp on the ammo. If you see any enemies, don't hesitate and hit them with as much firepower as you need to stop them from nearing our vehicle. We don't have time to waste on trash. No problem, I'll blow all the enemies in our way to itty-bitty little pieces. Will that really be alright? We'll be fighting alone after this. Kalina's already loaded the vehicle with all the ammo compatible with SOP. We won't be able to take it with us if we don't use it up. Looks like the commander's betting heavily on us. Yep, which is why we can't let the commander down. If there's nothing else, let's head out. Roger. Reflector 2. Actually, Reflector 1 again. Oh wait, no, Reflector 1. Never mind. Blech. At the Griffin defensive line. Keep finding out... You're missing more stuff for yours? What are you missing? A sight? Magazines? BBs? I'd say grips, but MDRs don't really need one. Doesn't look like covers any issue anymore. How's the ammo at the fallback position? The drone just dropped it off. Will military units really be coming our way? Heh, wouldn't that be nice? Chances of fun like this don't come by often. Not something to load your magazine, because you can't even get single. You don't have a speed loader. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Besides, I still haven't settled the score with them from last time. But we can't possibly bring down military ammo units with just that firepower, right? Even the regular infantry models are hard to destroy once they're some distance away from us. Didn't even know you'd need that. Well, I did. Not that they exist even. Well, I did. I just didn't know you would... well, it's fine. They're cheap at least. So, you know, there's that. The boss has a plan. Squad B3, do you read me? Is the enemy already here? Relax, B5. Just asking a few routine reports. Just asking for a routine report about the situation on your end. It's scaring me to death. We've planted the explosives behind the defense line, but is it really okay not to booby trap our route of retreat? For like 2 for $5. Yeah, exactly. The boss has a plan. Squads B4 and B5, what about you? We're fine too. Nothing out of the ordinary with B5. And these regular check-ins too frequent. B4's prepped and ready to go. Come you enemies, come and die. Thompson's worried about whether the enemy has secretly wiped out our formation forward listening posts. Besides, it's not like you're the one in charge of comms. True, but you heard P7 just now, right? Don't tell me she's got her pranks ready to go. Trusted this once. P7 doesn't mess around too much when it comes to actual combat. I hope so, given the circumstances. Wait a minute, did you say too much? Doesn't matter. At most we'll make it up in an unfamiliar repair tank. Are you sure we'll have a chance to wake up at all? We will. I believe in the commander. Oh yes, where did Sten and that tomato go? There's still a few houses in the northwest that haven't been cleared yet. They've gone up there to scout and lay a few traps while they're there. Hope they don't blow themselves up before the fighting starts. There's a new team, Polarized. We can't bring shame to our former leader. Should we try to verify the positions? Right, let's contact them. B5-1 hailing B5-2. What's your situation? Why are you taking so long? Oh, it's 92. We finished planting mines at the designated location. So why haven't you come back yet? That's because Miss Negev asked us to help out. C5 hailing B5. C3 hailing B5. This is Negev. Sorry for borrowing some of your people. So it was Squad Negev. Don't sweat it. Boss them around as much as you want. Thank you very much. We'll send them back once we finish digging in here. How's the moving going? It's so heavy. Don't you usually use a machine gun? Why is it weak? Why don't you try carrying several dozen sandbag at once? Actually ordering it right now, but after that you should probably TM be able to use it. I will say that usually an AEG magazine for an airsoft rifle has like a magazine follower that you can pull down by hand and you can drop in the BBs. But not necessarily. And if it's a high cap magazine, then you won't need one anyway, but at the same time you'll essentially just have a rattle. Quit whining. If a position gets overrun, your flanks will be completely exposed. So please help us out, Mr. Tomato. Don't call me Tomato! I'm terribly sorry about this, but the commander wants the machine gun nest to be as secure as possible. It's alright. After all, we ought to be helping each other out at times like these. Am I right, Mr. Tomato? At least call me Mademoiselle Tomato. My arms are falling off. There's nothing you can pull back on these. You've done everything in your power except take it apart. A few more sandbags and it'll be over. Come on, hang in there. This is the first line of defense, so we need to hold the enemy back at bay and keep them from passing through. So we're on the outermost edge of the defensive line. I saw a bunch of dolls run outside just now. Probably recon teams. The military is drawing closer and the commander needs to know the enemy's movements. Still, they've been out for a while. I wonder how they're doing. G1 hailing G5. Can you see our position? G5 copies. We see you clearly from here. What the hell is the TAR 21 design? It's actually pretty good. I can show you in a moment. Please cover our reconnaissance. The enemy seems to have dispatched scout units as well, and they're headed away. Received. I recommend you pull your team back a little. Our current position is very dangerous. Understood, but we'll be able to spot the hostiles' armored trains from here more quickly. If we can't take the initiative, we'll lose much fewer adults in the upcoming battle. Roger. We'll do our best to cover you. Wait. What's the matter? I did a scan and found a faint signal approaching this location. I think it's an autonomous force conducting armed recon. We can't let them get close to our defensive line, so let's wipe them out from here. I've saved the data to you. Got a good look. Considering they are converted civilian dolls, you'd keep it away from black light. See if these numbers shouldn't pose a problem. SCG, have the rest of the achievements cover them as well. Got it. So I'm contacting them now. G43, are you still on the resupply point? I'm on my way back. Change of plan. Proceed directly to firing point 3. We're moving to the crossfire plan up. Got it. I'm coming over now. That's been a change of plan, MP41. Oh. What's it from Frontline car? She's at the shooting point and wants us to head over right away. Does it have to be right now? I wanted to write a report on the surrounding situation and send it to the commander. Forget the report, just remember to be a good spotter for me afterwards. We don't often get the chance to fight alongside Frontline car. Fine, I got it. Plus, if you bite it, I can take over and help Frontline car. Sounds good, right? You shut that mouth of yours. Inside the command room on the train. Looks like everyone's just about ready. Yep, then I guess opposition ought to be ready too. Down the line, have adults been backed up? All backups are complete. However, I will not be able to perform real-time neural backups for the destroyed dolls when the fighting starts. The data load is too great. I'm grateful enough for pre-battle backups. That way, even if we get blown to bits, these guys will survive as long as you or M4 make it. That is true, in theory. However, saying that sort of thing will only needlessly increase the stress on all of you. For instance, I can already sense that Miss Kalina is very much on edge. Kalina, I'm sorry. It's fine, Commander. You've always been one for saying scary things, haven't you? I hope they're just empty words, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Maybe the good luck we've had all this while is about to get used up. I've collected the data from all the dolls and analyzed the battle situation, which I've projected on the main monitor in the command room. It shows you the current disposition of our forces and predictions of the enemy movements. I hope this information will help ease the stress on you. How did you do that? Usually we only get this kind of computational support at the base. You can think of me as a top-of-the-line supercomputer system. Since you are the only command in Griffin to enjoy such luxurious treatments, your existence can be considered to be on the cutting edge. Is it not funny? I thought humorous utterances would help relieve stress. It would seem I will need to avoid such forms of humor in the future. I appreciate your good intentions, but let's focus on the battle. The buzzer goes off. What's happening? Message from the recon team. The enemy armored trains have stopped moving and they have dispatched autonomous scouting forces, which are currently engaging with the recon team. The trains are now deploying ground forces, and both our left and right flanks have 2 companies worth of troops headed their way. They're going to catch us in the pincer attack. Looks like opposition isn't interested in fancy tactics. They're going to hit us with everything they have. Are there any other movements? Hang on, I've lost contact with them. The Hawks have sent a report. The recon team is being bombarded. The firefighters now exposed our listening post, and the enemy brought their train-based artillery to bear. Team G1, G3, and G7 have been destroyed. 2 teams from Group K were subject to mortar bombardments while planting explosives along the railway, and they had no choice but to fall back to cover. The echelons on the main line of defense are still in cover. Group B is requesting support from Group C. Damn it, they're showing us no mercy at all. Have everyone from Group G fall back. Keep the defense echelons in cover and don't let them expose themselves. They'll bombard the defense line if they reveal themselves too soon. Stick with plan A for now. The defense line of the La Pierre Bay front is being hit too. The all echelons have taken cover on the other side of the slope. Are they planning to break through there? Meanwhile, on the military armored train... Sidra. Hey Jaeger, aren't you looking beautifully fucked up after our last encounter? Dick bag. Autonomous forces have encountered a Griffin listening post. It's been obliterated via fire support. The 52nd and 54th Armored Companies are deployed, and the 14th Infantry Reconnaissance Company is in position. Not enough? Oh, he will be. This fucking asshole. No mercy for this ass. Autonomous companies at C and D are performing final adjustments and will be ready in 5 minutes. Follow the plan and deploy our forces with mixed human automaton composition. Also, beware of the enemy hacking. Griffin has prepared this choke point to block us. They have very few positions from which they can mount a defense, so sweep all those locations with cannon fire beforehand. They don't think there's such a thing as enough. Nah. Understood. Will our forces still be attacking in waves? It's just a PMC. Can't we just crush them in one blow? That PMC is just the velvet glove of a mailed fist. There's no telling where a true enemy is hiding. We must not fail this mission. We have to act cautiously. Yes, automaton. Understood, sir. Position all of our armed forces in the north flank. I'm more worried about the Poliski-based coastal defense batteries than Griffin. However, the fact that those cannons haven't started firing on us implies that Griffin hasn't taken control of them yet. Wasn't that base originally ours? It used to be, but some bastard wrecked it. Is that why we have no choice but to take it back? Yes, we need to reclaim the base, as well as our soldiers' honor, which has been trampled upon. Yes, sir. The PMC is still building up their defenses. When will we attack? The troops are in high spirits and everyone is eager to make our enemies pay. We'll carry out any mission you give us, Captain. I know, I feel the same as everyone else. But we are soldiers, and we must obey orders. It isn't time yet. Give them a taste of our wrath in the form of cannon fire. Urge to up, right down, non-intensifies. Also, I am really curious what exactly you mean. Where is she? What's so bad about this design? Believe me, there's worse in this game. It's just the thing that you said specifically. I wonder how to take that comment. I'm a little bit confused about how to pass it. In contrast to that, your black light comment has a completely different meaning when looking at Negev. Pretty well what you meant, but I'm not going to say it. Oh, I want you to say it. But yeah, the black light comment about Negev has a completely different meaning, considering all the blood splatters all over her. Which, by the way, are even there on her children's day skin. Anyway. Reflected 2. Some light combat, yet again. Let's just say you expect R21 to also be stained with blood. But why? Why do you expect it? That's just the point that I'm wondering. Like, what do you mean, look at her? Guess who's back? Back again. You've missed something. Technically it's still going on, but you've missed something. This is an annoying map. I can tell already. How the what? Duna, yes. She's in the civilian sector, so there's only so many places. Like, there's many places. Like, I don't know, business. Looking like that. It could have literally just been a bar, just a barkeeper. Fucking hell, man. How am I gonna go about this mission? Is there connection here? No. So I need to take the enemy command post. There, here, down here. There. Okay, got it. Is there a secondary path I can take? No. No, there is not. Do. God damn it! Believe me, I find it very funny that you're commenting on her specifically. Because they're significantly. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Is that just your taste in women? Leaking all of you right now? Let me just resupply before I go. Should I know you would react differently? What even level caps? Normally level 100s. If they are at mod 3, it's level 125. There's only specific models that have a mod 3, but yeah. Like, okay, hang on. I just realized the perfect doll to think about if you want to go this way. Because there's one doll in this game. There's one doll in this game that is Going to betray expectations of what she was beforehand. Because, where is she? Oh, that's the skin. There we go. There isn't many things you can do with this gun. And I can tell you that this gun, the PA-15, is actually a nurse. Yeah. Looks like a race queen. Nope. You have no idea. I only have one skin, and every single one is very similar. Not in terms of the exact looks, but the theme. If you catch my drift. Ahem. I actually wonder. A little rundown what this game is about and stuff. I can try. Let me just quickly check something. Okay, I actually have some. Have a skin. It does not involve cars. No, it doesn't. Another starfish. Yes, there's a starfish. Congratulations. Hey, Brenton. That's a cute skin. I don't know where I got the skin, but... where? I have way too many skins saved up. A quick rundown on Girls Frontline and what it's about. The story starts with you joining a private military company as a commander. This private military commander involves mostly dolls, which means androids which are made to look like humans, and which are 90% female for the simple reason that, well, most people are most comfortable with having a female serving them in whatever branch. Be it medical, be it childcare, be it food, be it just the store clerk. People just want to be served by women more than men. So, yeah. A lot of these androids became outdated at some point, and they have invented a way to make them imprinted onto a gun, which means that they learn to handle that gun specifically extremely well. So, private military company buys a lot of those dolls in bulk, imprints them with specific guns, uses them in combat, and that's where the story starts with a doll company that creates dolls going rogue in a way, because the dolls kill the creator, take control of themselves, and try killing all humans, essentially. Which, yeah. Welcome as F. Great to know you. The Skynet style? Not quite. There's a lot of stuff in the background, but that's the first exposure to it. Sanguis Ferry, SF, is that enemy faction, and that is not currently the faction that we're fighting anymore. They've kind of pulled back from the limelight, because we've discovered their true objective, which is not, in fact, kill all humans. It's discover the origins of their leader. It's a wild ride of a story, and it's going to take me forever to explain it. Like, forever. I've been doing the story rundown for about a year. Get as more of a hive mind, but these thoughts seem more individual. Yep. It's just that one of them is in charge. Gameplay stuff? Well, you've seen most of the gameplay. Actually, I don't know if you have. But you're about to. It's a tactical... auto battler? Sort of, kind of? I don't really know how to describe it. You build your echelon out of the dolls that you get. Meaning that, all of the guns that I have are assorted in these echelons. This is the machine gun squad, which is 3 machine guns and 2 shotguns. Machine guns in the rear line. Is a VN that leads up into tactical maps where the battles are resolved in an auto battle format. I guess, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Eh. Now, the main story of it is a bit of a slow burner at the start. The first 5 chapters are essentially tutorial and getting you involved into the very, very large amount of lore in this game. While everything that comes afterwards is building up and breaking down more and more stuff. Essentially, by chapter 5 you'll have the gist of it, and the game really starts with killing off one of the main characters. The other battle formats being your teams of your characters. Yep. And then you have to complete these maps. Honestly, the map completion itself, most of the time, is the bigger hurdle than the actual combat. Because, for example, here I need to capture this command post, and in order to get the gold medal on this map, hang on, I need to do it within 3 turns. I need to get this squad over to here. I'm not going to be able to do that. I made some mistake. I don't know where. I don't know how. But it's fine. I'm just not going to get the gold medal. Now, this is not, again, a great map to show you how much this gets in depth, because this is a starting map of an event. Events usually end up starting with very easy maps that ramp up over the course of the event. So this is a map that almost everyone could solve as long as they've done the very first few chapters, which are very quick. As you can see, the enemy has a strength of 1,300 and mine is 80,000. It's a bit unbalanced right now. Just a tiny bit. What could I get? You can just download it on the Google Play Store. It is a gacha game. Just letting you know. There is gachaing. However, it's one of the weird little gacha games that is... Apple Play Store, yes. It is a weird one of those gachas where the game struggles to make money. Not because it's a bad game, but because it's way too generous. Need an emulator? That's what I'm playing it through right now. Because it makes more sense for streaming it. Still afraid of Geohole 2 because the gameplay actually might get me, yeah. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Mammy Donuts 762. By 39, 54, or 51? That's the question. Well, that's a gun joke, but I'm 54. Very good. How are you doing? You know what, Canada? I'm more of a 51, you know, but I get it. What's my mission not to... Oh, that's actually a hard limit. Never mind. That's... I actually failed you. Bleh. Mosin was the first gun you bought. Understandable. It's cool. Personally, most of my gun knowledge is theoretical because I live in Germany. But hey. I do what I can because I must. Need to know is a duel that's built stupid like a 500 Nitro Express? Not that I can think of. There's a lot of 50 cals in this game. There's a few 20 mils. I don't know if there's a 25 or 30 mil. I don't believe so. Being not, brother, so I've observed it to come back to the determination. The collective brain cell that we're sharing is still intact. Very good. There is a single-shot 50 pistol, yes. That is very built stupid. Thunder is one hell of a invention. Also, Mommy Donuts, do you mind if I just call you Mommy? That sounds so bad. Actually, can I just call you Donuts? I've been streaming Gods Frontline on Tuesdays for months. Almost, I think, close to, if not more than a year. Because I've been playing through the entirety of the Gods Frontline story, despite the fact that I've played through most of it before. Like, I've played through this event before as well. It's just that, you know. Now's the point when I've reached it in the story rundown. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, you absolute mad lad. You are yet again back. I hope you're having a good day, Johnny. God damn it. So, I need to have a quick thonk. I don't believe there is a different path to take here. What's that? Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. I didn't expect those. Congratulations on your first place on the leaderboard. And thank you very much for the grand total of 25 gifted subs and the grand total in general of 114 gifted subscribers. Subscriptions. You are an absolute fucking chat, man. I do not know how to describe. Man, I don't know how to thank you. I genuinely... Fucking hell, Joni. Again, the only thing I can offer you is that one piece of art that I've won in a poker game. That does exist. You've been trying to craft Ghost Frontline in that game, Infinite Craft, no luck. Like, there is a picture that is decidedly pin-up style NSFW that I've won in a poker game. It exists. That's the only thing I can offer you. Fucking hell, man. It's still going! This doesn't stop! Race the only positive main. I've never posted it myself, I've only reposted it. Hang on, let me see if I can find the post from forever ago. I genuinely don't know how to thank you, man. It's still going. Bing. I mean, again, I will not post it, Bakasura. I'm just going to repost it. Well, retweet it, technically. That's the actual word that I would use, but, you know. But at the same time, I don't want to find it. As image. In channel... Retweet it. Yeah, essentially. That's what I'm trying to do. However, it's been a long while. Actually, I don't remember... Hang on. Has link? Thing is that there's quite a lot of links in there. Did I not say it? No, I'm certain that I have. Wait, there it is. Oh god, I just realized something. I did quote tweet it. I never saved it anywhere. The tweet, I mean. I believe. Hang on a minute. And since you follow me back and forth, I think you understand just how much of a problem that is. Because I need to find it before I can retweet it again. Wish there were more than 14 echelon slots. Yeah, I get it. At least a little bit. Remember the date? I do remember the date. At least I can check the date. Because I know that I've sent it on the 18th of May, 2023. I don't know how to search by that, though. I'm just wondering if I could find the chat with the artist in my DMs. You're fast? No, I do not. I don't know what that is, I'm sorry. Can I find it quickly? How much do you retweet? A bit. just a few. just a few. I appreciate art, man. Do you have an issue with this? No, I'm not addicted, I can tell you that much very, very clearly. Ding. 'Cause, 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 'cause So do we need an intervention? No. It's fine, it's fine. I'm fine. Nothing to worry about. Yes, I will stretch. And... no satisfying crack. That's a shame. He keeps on chemicals. What the hell, man? You see, I found the actual picture. However, I do not have the link to the tweet. Let me just... Can't even eat a whole donut. As long as you don't make a necklace out of it. Listen, it's fine. This is fine. I'm gonna make a mistake. Why do I say TV with the muck in the burning house? Well, if you know what Tiberium is, then you probably understand. If you don't know what Tiberium is, it's fine! Except the house in fire, but full of green crystals. Yes. I'm just going to have to go through some corners here, and I know that I'm very sorry to to not continue playing and just kind of leave you hanging here, but whoopsie. And TB's health bar is rapidly falling. But what if it's replenishing around the same rate? Huh? Have you ever considered this? Will we be getting reverse collapse? I'm thinking of it. I do really want to know more of the story. I want to stream it as well. I just need to find room to play it. I don't have that much space in my schedule at the moment. That would make you space alien, you need to shoot you. No, it wouldn't. You are not very well ingrained in the law of the game, are you? Because the main part of the CNC law is the fact that wanted to help you with a tweet, but damn, you're not willing to watch a history documentary with enemy and military. Listen, I'm sorry. It's been a long time at this point, and you have no idea just how much art I retweet. Oh. Fuck my life, man. Having a lot of fun with this, but we really gotta go now. I'm still looking for this piece of art. I got it. I have to do it later. I have to. I will not find it. Have a good night. Pain. You see, the problem is, I follow the artist on Twitter. However, I only follow their SFW account, which obviously doesn't have this piece of art on it. For obvious reasons. Although I'm still wondering how the fuck this map is even supposed to work. Like, even should I do this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not good enough. 1, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, that should work. Actually, I have a little bit of a... It supposedly works like this, so I'm just gonna do it. Supposedly. Now, again, it's not a super spicy picture. But it's the most spicy picture that there exists of this character, of this avatar. So, yeah. I'm not one for NSFW stuff being created. Actually, no. I don't care if people create it. I'm not one to commission it myself. There. This might be a mistake. Laughs in 5 for next month. Again, I've been very open about the fact that if people want to commission or make art of this avatar, go ahead. I am just honored that you're even considering it. But I, personally, would not commission that kind of art of myself. No. You know what's harder would... I don't know what to think of that, because not many people know what I like. Who's your favourite T-Doll? Ooh, that's a difficult one, actually. It's a very difficult one. I have a liking for a few. Car 98 is the very reason that I started playing this game. 416 is great. 45 is great. MG5 is great. Actually, Mosin is the reason I did. Honestly, no. It's fairly simple. It's my favorite rifle in the game. I just like the funny of having a blast every single thing on the map and not give a single shit. Is she meta? No. But she's funny. IWS is great. But I have a usually very simple mindset of creating echelons, which is I just use the guns that I like. Like MG5, the Floof, the legendary Floof. Not Gambia Bay, but still Floof. And for the people that understand that one, kudos to you. The whole 4-4 squad. NTW is great. Yes. I used to play a lot of Contact Collection. K11 is also great. She's fun. OTS is also a very close contender for a favorite of mine because she's just super cool. KSVK just has a grand collection of amazing costumes. And I have a bunch of them. There we go. But yeah, there's a lot of guns that I really like. A lot of them are not very good, unfortunately. Like, there's a few of them that I wish I could use. But essentially, if I want to do some of the high-level clearing content, Panzerbüchse just isn't very useful most of the time. She's just not good. She's fun to use. I really like her style. But with some of the extreme difficulty maps, she's just not enough. Alright, the entire squad defy, apart from one, because she can go and fuck herself. MP7 is one of my favorite guns in general, and she has a great design in this game. So that's good. Yeah. You love all the MDR memes. Reflector 3. Yeah. Unless this is the map that I just did, which is possible. I also need to... Boop, boop, boop. Also, I've been playing this game for a while, so, while it's not been super evident, maybe, let me just say that there's a lot of stuff that I have. Is this a kill all enemies mission? Kill at least 8 enemies, okay. Played it for a month on launch, but picked it back up in 2022. I played it before launch in the closed beta. Then I played it from launch until the beginning of 2022, I believe. Stopped for the entirety of 2022 until December, and started back up when one of the events started in December 2022. And been playing continuously since then. Again. My account's old. The good thing is I don't have a time limit on this one. First memories of playing this was you recovering from wisdom teeth removal surgery. Oh no. That is not great. Well, I mean, at least it's a way to recover, question mark? I don't know what to say apart from that. A few weeks later, or before, oh, that's nice, at least, you know. Graduating college is good. Very good. Honestly, this game is so old by now. It's still a very good game, but thinking back of when I started playing this, goddamn, it's so long ago. And yeah, I do not actually have the chance to have guns myself, because Germany's gun laws are very prohibitive. And the main thing is just that it's very, very expensive to go through everything. Like, I could, if I end up carrying enough. But eh. Blep. If in the US state, it's quite anti-American if you ask me. It's just that, well, getting a license and everything in Germany to be able to own guns is very, very prohibitive and expensive. And honestly, I don't find it too terrible. Yeah, I essentially only own some airsoft rifles and guns, which are cool, and I like playing airsoft, but it's obviously not the same. I have been in a shooting club, well, used to be in a shooting club, for a long time, but even then I was only allowed to use the rifles in the shooting range that were already there and stuff. Played paintball a while back. Yeah. It's a very fun sport. Actually, stop. Go there. Don't know how many enemies have. I have already wiped 6. Never mind. Oh, whoops. There you go. Also, I kind of feel bad about how much time I've essentially wasted in the end. Oh, this is pain. I know that you're gonna go this way, so what I'm gonna have to do... Ah. Really? I hate this. God damn it. It just despawned every enemy, but I still have to kill 2 of them. Pain. Oh well. I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. Also, this will probably be the last map that I clear for today. Maybe I'll do one more bit story after this, but at the same time, the story is a lot. I'm just running out of time for today. And done. Because I do have to work tomorrow. And that is just the way it is. Though again, if you're still here, Joni, you are an absolute mad lad. I genuinely don't know how to thank you. Like, you're such a fucking chat. Well, well, well. But yeah, as you can see, these maps are a little bit of a puzzle map. Significantly more so than some of the earlier maps. Let's talk about when GFL first started making you look into your graduation video and you put the commencement ceremony. You forgot you had a bunch of people cheering for you. I mean, that's nice. I know when I graduated, I didn't have a bunch of people cheering for me. Hey, Fox! How are you doing? Let me give you a quick shout out. How are you doing? I wanted to check out what you were streaming earlier today. However, you started around the same time that I did, and I only got to see your starting screen. I'm doing great. I'm having a great time today. Partially because of one of the chads here, but yeah. How was your stream? How was your ukulele Tuesday? Yeah. I know. It was slow? Slow in what way? Like, a slow day as in, like, nothing really went? Because no one's... Oh, okay. I see. I've not really had the opportunity to catch one of your Tuesday streams, and usually when I think of it, I go check your last streams, and I think you only add them to your list later on. I'm not sure. Couldn't find the right music. Ah, okay. So, I need to kill 2 more enemies. However, if I step onto this tile, all of the enemies disappear. So I'm just gonna teleport this unit over here and just chill there. You hope not. No, not like... Singing is embarrassing. Don't worry, I understand. I understand very well. I love singing, but I can't. Will you not attack me? Please, attack me. I need to kill 2 more of you. Please. Just gonna rest you there, I guess. Please, move into me. Do me the favor. Just move. Just left. Just... Not you. The others. Why are you not expanding? How do I deserve this bullshit? Ah. What do you mean? I beg you. You're set to expand. I should have moved. I'm not very smart. The enemy is trolling me, and this is now a very big problem. Now I am able to damage these, but yeah, I need to do that soon as well. I might actually be able to kill this. Maybe not. Maybe, but maybe not. There goes another one. Okay, I think we'll be fine. Just barely. Just barely. Just barely. Hey! We killed it. Very good. My fuck up wasn't too bad. Thank God it wasn't an actual death stack. Wiped 7 enemies. Please, just one of you. One of you motherfuckers. I swear to God. Move! I can't run into them because they're behind one-way nodes, but I can't... I have to kill one more. Have a good night, Fox. Take care. I am so annoyed. Please let me kill you. I don't care that he disappears. I'm killing this unit, and then I'll be done. Thank God. Also, this reminds me again that a lot of the new little features of this game are really, really nice. Like the auto repair for free per turn. It's very good. I win, I think. Please tell me I win. Thank God. I don't have to do this again. IDW, Danya! Okay, I'm actually gonna stop here. I could do another bit of story, but my throat is already killing me. And the story is usually quite long in this event. This is a very, very story-heavy event. So, I shall end my stream for the day. I'm very sorry for the raiders that have just appeared. And for some of the people that might play Ghost Frontline in this group of people, I think it would be easier to remember mine. Because it's 1034. 1034. It's a very short one. Nope. Nope. There. It's right behind me. Dang it. But yeah. I shall go and check who I can raid for the day. I know that there's a few people that are a possibility for me. So let me see. Let us go and say hello to San, who's currently playing... Actually, no. You know what? Let's go say hi to V. V is currently playing Cyberpunk for the first time. However, V is also not speaking today. V is making a mute stream simply because she wants to chill, which is fine. However, V deserves the recognition. V is very chill. So, let's go say hello to her, and I am going to be back tomorrow with some Grim Dawn together with San and Ricky. It's a very fun ARPG game. Yeah. Thank you very much for being here. I hope to see you all again. Take care and bye.